Welcome to the SSA training video series. In today's video, I want to show you guys how to edit a client to add photos, notes, and documents into a file. Okay, so a lot of our videos are going to start directly from the dashboard, and there's a reason for that. You can go most anywhere from your dashboard. So to edit a customer, I'm going to go to my task calendar. So again, everything in blue is going to be a link. So I'm going to go to my monthly view, and I'm going to go to a customer. So I'm going to go directly to this customer here and view job. So from the dashboard, I went to my task calendar and directly into a customer directly from the dashboard. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go to edit this customer. And the reason I want to edit this customer is because SSA is set up to nurture these customers, but also you want a clean book of business. So if you're a salesperson, you want to make sure you have a clean book of business, because the more organized you are, the better off you will be in your career. And then as an organization, the more organized you are, the better off you are as a company, the stronger you are as a company. So one of the first things I want to do is change the status. And the reason I want to change the status is because this appointment has already been run. So it doesn't make sense for this appointment to still be in the appointment set. I want to be able to work this customer from start to finish. So the next stage in the life cycle of this lead is going to be moving the status. Now, you're going to have a couple things happen when you visit a customer in their home. You're either going to sell that customer or you're not. So you need to make sure that you have statuses set accordingly so you know how to work this customer. So for the purpose of the organization that I'm working inside of their SSA, the next phase in their life cycle is going to be moving it to drip campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and move that customer over to drip campaign. Now, guys, SSA is set up to send these messages out if that's part of your plan, if that's part of your package. SSA will automatically send your customers messages tailored to that experience with your customer. So, for example, with this company I'm inside of right now, doing these training videos, I'm moving things to drip campaign, and they have a specific set of messages that this customer is going to receive, and they're either going to buy from them or they're not. But these messages are tailored specifically for moving this customer through the life cycle of the lead. So whether you have that package or you don't, that's important for you to know, because as you grow with SSA, these are some things that will become available to you. Okay, so I want to now upload a picture of the front of the house. Now, why this is important is because if your company uses signs or they don't, I believe it or not, there are companies out there not using yard signs. You may be in a neighborhood where the HOA prohibits the use of yard signs. You want to have a picture of the front of the house, not only to do a comparison before or after you finish the project, but also to make sure that your crew knows exactly where it is that they are going. So the picture of the front of the house is immensely important. So we've made it very easy to do that. You just click, choose file, and you can go ahead and upload from your computer. So let me find a picture here. I'm just going to do that. Okay, so choose file and upload, and your picture will now be there. So every time you open up this file, you'll have a picture that you've uploaded there. Okay. All right, now if you want to upload files, so all you need to do is scroll down to the bottom. There'll be a section called job files, and that's going to be right here. Okay, so what we can do is we can add files. Now you can have it configured to where you can have a set list of folders that you want your people to upload files to. Most everything that a salesperson is going to upload is going to go into the client file, because with SSA, you have a portal, but your customer also has a portal. So everything you load into the client file, your client has access to see. And that's why in parentheses it says accessible by client. So you want to click accessible by client for the things that you want your client to see. And then obviously for things you don't want your client to see, you put it in another folder. Name it what you choose, or choose from the list of existing folders, or create your own. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to click choose file, and we can upload your photos from there. So I'm going to upload those two. and upload file. Once your files are uploaded, it's going to pop it into the client folder, and you can see your photos listed here. Now, if you want to go in and rename a file for any reason, say you uploaded a PDF of a contract, or you uploaded a picture of a contract, or maybe the picture of the front of the first check that you received, and you want to rename that file, we've made it very easy to do so. You just click on that white page right there, and it's going to bring you up to a new window, and you can rename it. Now, before we rename it, there's some things that we need to keep in place. One of those things is going to be the file designation, the folder designation, which is going to be this front part, client /. This is going to be where the file is being saved to. And then the file type, which is going to be the .jpeg. This is going to be the file type. This is a picture file. This is a JPEG. So if I delete JPEG, the file will no longer be usable. So I don't want to do that. I just want to change the middle part of this. Okay, so I want to change this to picture and rename. So now when I click on the folder, it's got my picture renamed. And why you would ever want to do this is because just in case you had, say, 50 pictures in that client file, you want to be able to easily navigate. You can find pictures of your contract or maybe the scope of loss from the insurance company. You want to have these files easily accessible. So if they're all just numbers in your folder, you can easily find your pictures or your documents by renaming them. Okay, so we'll go back to the job. So that's how you upload your job files. You're going to upload a picture of the front of the house. Now, you also have, and you see up here in the job forms, you have the ability to have all of these extra job forms loaded. And we have different plans available that have some different options depending on what your specific needs are. This particular customer is all in with us, so they have pretty much everything we have to offer. So what we want to do, let's say we want to order an Eagle View for this customer. First thing I want to do is I want to set the lat long, so we can do that all from here. I'm not going to dive too deep into that because we want to make Eagle View and ordering Eagle Views its own separate video. But the point is, all of this stuff can be done from the job. Okay. Now, one of the last couple things you want to do when you're working in your job is you want to add a job note, send a message, or send a client a message. Now, sometimes you may want to add a job note if there's something important that you want to remember about this customer. Like maybe they're selling the house and they're getting bids from multiple contractors. You can go ahead and add that job note. Okay, so you can go ahead and add that job note. And what it's going to do is it's going to throw it down in the job thread. So if you're working your files, say you're a salesperson and you're working your files and you come back in and you're running a lead report on yourself and you circle back to this lead and you say, okay, well, why didn't I sell this one? They're selling house and they're getting bids. I ran this lead a week or two ago. Usually people who are selling their house and getting bids don't sit on things for very long, so I probably need to call and follow up. So you can use your notes as a tool to keep you organized as a salesperson or as an admin. If you have something that, say there was something very specific about this one, say you're ordering a set material, say you're a certainty contractor, this particular customer wanted Owens Corning. You can make that note in the file and it's going to be there in the job thread. Okay, if you want to send a message, so say you want to send a message to your admin. And it could be any number of things. But can you check this file? I need help pricing it. You can go ahead and do that. You can send a message within your organization, and it's going to get logged into the notes, and it's going to go directly to the person that you're sending the message to. And you can comment directly from there. So this enables you to talk to your team within the file. We need to keep everything within the file, and that keeps things organized. Okay, you can also send a client a message. So if you click Send Client a Message, you can talk directly to your customer, just like you would say in Gmail or Outlook or whatever platform you're using to be able to send and receive emails. You can do that within SSA, and you can craft your own messages. So you can change the subject, add a message, or even upload files and send it to your customer. When you do that, it's going to add it to your notes just like it would when you're talking to one of your team members inside of your organization. So again, it's all about being organized, keeping things in all in one place, keeping these files ready to go. So when you circle back to them or they're ready to convert to a job, you have all your notes, all your pictures, all your documents all in one place. Or if you install this roof and you're ready to collect, you have everything you need in one place, making things easier for you, eliminating the exhaustive amount of time it takes to find a piece of paper that you put on your desk 3 weeks ago. So SSA does an amazing job of keeping people organized, and we're helping you do that inside of these jobs. So I hope this video was helpful of how to upload pictures and documents and send messages inside of your job.